Yeah, sorry, Titan. It just, my PC every now and then just shuts itself down. Yeah, back on. Should be alright now. I literally just pressed F1 to have a look in the map as well. You'll have to type in the place again though if you want to have a look for it. It looks like a weird one. It doesn't look like anything I've ever seen on this before. Oh shit. I'll have a look. Looks weird. Miles away. Let me guess this is where you're at. Can't even see it. Doesn't even exist for me. Look at that whole different galaxy down there, look. Doesn't exist. Don't exist. Yep. I have no idea where it is. What the fuck? Why is Mess Harvey? Where the fuck is Mess Harvey at? How did I get all the way over here?
Drive assist on. Drive assist off.
Nailed it. Don't think there's going to be enough resources here to... Let's find another one as well after this one, I reckon. Mind you, I've not seen any at all. Oh, they're all up on the side of the mountain.
Drive assist on. Drive assist off.
What about Galaxy map? Sounds like a dangerous place to be going to.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So is that somewhere you've been in Titan, or is that somewhere you're wanting to go to? I never even knew there was an out of bounds galaxy map. Oh, you fucker. Just lock it, you fucking piece of shit. Every time it locks up, I fucking hit somewhere. There we go. So how do you know about it then? Like, how's it? Mr. Ruff, how are you doing, bud? Yeah, it's going alright. I had a couple of issues, but nothing too bad. Pulled off a nice backflip, that was good. So how do people know about them if they're outside of our galaxy? Like, if we can't go to them, like, what's the point in us knowing about them? Why? How have they sort of got cropped up on people's radars? If you know what I mean. I had to self-destruct one of my SRVs raw as well because I landed on top of one of these and couldn't get down. I was just stuck on the top of it. But Titans kindly introduced me to drive assist off, which I didn't even know was a thing. And now obviously I know what flight assist is. I didn't know we had a drive assist as well, which has meant that I've had a little bit more control over my vehicle, albeit a bit slower. I feel like it's more controllable. Fucking hate them. Hate it when they're just not quite got the right angle on them. They fuck you over. Oh, don't be a bitch. Quick lock.
Get in, you fucking man!
Cheers for the follow, Titan. Much appreciated, buddy. Yeah. The thing is, like, it was weird. I don't even know if I can. I probably could put a picture in, couldn't I? I'll have to figure out it. The thing is, like, it was like, you know, you've got like 3 sets of wheels at either side, or 4, whatever it were. I think it's 3. It's like if that was the buggy, if you can imagine it. It was just stuck on the front wheel like that, so it wasn't even rightly balanced. It was just stuck. I was like, what the fuck? Fair enough, dude. I have no idea why you would be able to even search somewhere that you can't go. I don't see the point in it, but maybe it's something that they're going to look to do in, like, you know, in one of the expansions by increasing like the frame shift jumps and stuff like that. Give them something to aspire to, maybe. The replacement hot I should arrive sometime today, but so I'm actually inept in this week. I'll be honest with you, dude. I'd like to. I was about to say I'm pretty inept with the SRV myself, but I'm not. If I'm fucking about, I'm all right. But when I'm trying to do like just little bits of, I don't know, accurate driving, that's when it goes out of the window. I'm like crashing into shit left, right, and centre. Like earlier on, I did a perfect backflip, and it was the links and oh no, I've lost the link now. I'll try and do it again. I was trying to get a piece of material, and I just like I gone all the way up, and I was like, this ain't gonna be perfect on this one. Ah, too far. I went too far up. But before I was just messing around. I didn't even know anyone was watching me, and Titan clipped it for us. It's pretty fun. Titan, if you've still got that link for the clip on your thingy, will you put it back in so I can copy it? Because I've lost it now. Due to the computer basically just shutting itself down. Stop it. You're such an attention seeker, dog. Don't be growling. Nice one, Titan. We're gonna copy that. Don't be growling. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in my Discord for now. I'll stick it in my Discord and it's out of the way. Well, we can save it later on. Brilliant. Get yourself on. Get yourself riding around on these SRVs as soon as you can. They are a lot of fun. I didn't know until recently, literally like a couple of days ago, or last week or something, that you could find places like this where you can get all the grade 4s in such high capacity. So I used to go farming with my dad on a planet, and we'd just get in the SRVs and we'd just blast around on them. And when doing that, it did have a good laugh, blitzing around on low gravity planets, doing backflips and front flips and all sorts of flips, just for a bit of a laugh, because it's just the things that you've got to do to make little boring bits like that of the game interesting. But with this kind of farming, it just makes it a lot more easy and a lot more simpler, and just makes it a lot more worthwhile as well. Just these little hotspots of plenty of materials are perfect, because you just downgrade all your materials. Happy days. I mean, I don't like it when they land in between stuff like this, but yeah. But you do get the materials very quickly, which is good. Try and make backflip on a 3G planet. I'll have to find one and have a go. I just like doing shit that's just a bit of a mess around. So like, even like just something simple as this, just trying to scoop it up as you go past. Like, just save yourself a bit of time as well. Like waiting for it to fucking fall back down to the planet after 10 minutes. Nearly halfway there now. Don't think I'm going to get all the bits I need actually on this location, because a lot of them are up on the mountainside again like that. There's still a fair few here though. Might be able to. They don't bounce off in some random directions though. What am I stuck on then? Since I've been... Don't go to Dav's Hope. I've not bothered with Dav's Hope at all. Since the first time I did it, due to finding better ways, basically. So, like, what materials are you looking for in particular? Because I can show you a lot easier way if you don't already know it. What kind of materials do you need? Do you need manufactured, raw, encoded? Sure, there's another one I blasted off. Yeah, where you at? Sneaky. I mean, Dav's Hope is good, but it's. I think it's not the. I think it's outdated in its method. Why are you not blasting off, bitch? Are you one of them? Don't be one of them. Why are you being one of them? Oh, you are one of them as well, you little fuck. Right, so give me a second. Just let me look at my notes, and I'll tell you the best way to do it. I've got for what you need. The best way I would suggest is to go and find go into that one.
Discover Audible with
No,
Audio
don't discover
Podcasts.
Audible. Just 2 seconds, I'll post the link for you. That's what you want to be following, dude. So if you go on that YouTube video, that's basically what I'm doing now.
That's what you want to be following, dude.
Sorry, let me turn my phone down. So what he does is he goes through the easiest way to find all the stuff that you need. And the first ones you'll get are your mechanical stuff. So as you can see here, I've got a list of all the top 5 all the top materials, top grade materials. So I've got grade 5 for your mechanical and your you don't need to be able to read this obviously, but if you can, so I've got my raw materials here. and I've got my manufactured ones, and then I've got my encoded at the bottom, my encoded ones here. So if you can see there, I don't be able to see perfectly because my handwriting's crap, but the 7 grade 4 is the highest you can get on your raw. So what I'm doing is I'm farming all 6 of the ones that you can. The locations are in that video. So I'm doing 4 in this system, and then basically what you do is you just down trade them. So for every one of your top grade, so for example, if you get I didn't realise that you get different rates. So if you was to down trade a grade 5 of the top row for a grade 1 of the top row, you get like 30 odd, 40 odd, whatever, for argument's sake, just for numbers' sake. But if you try to downgrade a grade 5 from the top row for a grade 1 of the second row, you won't get as many as you did for a grade 1 in the top row. So it pays to get one of each, get a fair few of each one in each row, and down trade in each one, because then you get more bang for your buck, if that makes sense. So just for numbers' sake, a 5 in the top row for a 1 in the top row, for argument's sake, gives you 50 to 1, whereas a 5 in the top row for a 1 in the second row would only give you 30 to 1. Yeah, so it's better to get a 5 from the second row and trade that for a 1 in yeah, so trade down in the line, unless you're desperate for something in another line and you can't trade. So what I'm doing now is I'll show you in the game. Let me just jump back in the game. Sorry, dog's proper pestering me. So I'll show you my material. Oh shit, I'm going for a ride. Show you my materials now. Stop. So encoded materials. So my raws are in here, aren't they? So as you can see, all my grade 1s are usually pretty full. Sometimes grade 2s are pretty full as well, especially from that mining, because more often than not you get like low grade stuff. So like iron and stuff like that, I've got quite a lot of, just from doing a lot of mining that I've been doing recently. So my grade 5s and my grade 4s, I've not done many of the actual mechanical stuff, the manufactured stuff. But before I came out, what I did is from the Founders World, which is Shinrarta Dezhra. From there, what I did was I jumped into all these systems because I hadn't mapped all these systems and I didn't know where traders would be. So what I did was I had a look at the map, and then I came to services. So then it tells you what you've got in each one, so it can tell you where material traders are and stuff, and they'll be in an orange one, and you can set it to certain limitations, yeah. Whereas I didn't know where these people would be. So I was like, right, well in that case, if I go to economy, I turn them off, refinery or industrial, that's where you're going to get either your raw ones. Yeah, it's like, you know, but I didn't want to search like all different ones in there, and I thought to myself, you know, I want to actually try and figure it out myself rather than just going to Inara, because it just takes Inara does take quite a lot of the element of the game away. So high tech, that's going to give you your encoded traders. So I found one of them. Your agricultural and your industrial, not your agricultural, sorry. Your industrial will give you your manufactured, and then your refinery / industrial will give you your raw ones. So I've managed to find one of each one, which is you know, close to Shinrarta Dezhra. So I've bookmarked them. So if I go into that planet now, to that system, sorry, and I have a look at my bookmark, Tanner City, raw material trade, I've bookmarked it, yeah. And what I did was, I looked at the ones that I'm going to end up getting from my list here, and before I set off, I already down traded all the materials that I knew I was going to top up, so that I could collect more, and then therefore have to down trade less when I get back. So the ones that I'd managed to do before were from high grade emissions, and I did Imperial shielding, military grade alloys, and core dynamic composites. Now that video that I've posted in the link for, that shows you, it tells you what type of system you want to be in, what state it wants to be in, and then basically no matter which one, every time you go in, you want to be looking for your high grade emissions. So if you want, it makes sense if you think about it, but until you've been taught it, it just doesn't ping for you, and then all of a sudden you go, oh yeah, why didn't I fucking think of that, idiot? So for example, your military grade alloys, if I remember rightly, they'll be in a war. Yeah, so military grade alloys, they'll be in like a war state, but like, for example, the core dynamic composites, I think it's usually like that's usually your imperial systems, or whatever it is. No, so imperial shielding. Sorry, that's going to be in your imperial systems. But then it's all about like the states as well. And in that video, what it tells you is how to farm it basically. So once you've jumped into your high grade emissions, if you can find one that's got like 30 minutes on it or so, you jump into it, use your limpets, collect everything, and then exit the game. Don't exit to main menu. You need to shut the game down and restart it. I don't know if it's like classed as cheating or not, but if they were that bothered about it, then maybe they should have changed it by now. But that's the best way I've found of getting everything. So like I say, so if you do one, thanks for the follow, Tiruluak. It's a shame we can't talk to each other inside this inside the thing, because it's hard to get proper pronunciations. I can't remember how I said it now. Tiruluak. So it reminds me of that really posh coffee that's shut out by Tiruluak. Coppe Luwak, in it, that the really expensive coffee. It's like very expensive. It's a little sort of cat-like creature, eats the beans and shits them out. That's what it made me think. I was like Coppe Luwak. Tiruluak. I will get it right. But yeah, Mister. Coffee Luwak. Well, just so I could say it. maybe. They call me Mr. Posh Coffee. But yeah, so like I was saying, Mr. I found that's the best way, because I keep trying to upgrade stuff. I'm like, fuck, I need this, fuck, I need that. Where do I get this? Where do I get that? And I'm like, I was looking at one, and I needed, what was it? I've got it written down here somewhere. I needed data mined wake exceptions, which you get from scanning high wake exceptions, the high ones, high grade wake exceptions, something like that. And I was like scanning, and I weren't getting any. I was like, oh, what the fuck? So then I had a look on YouTube video said go and find a famine state. Now for a whole week there was no famine states. No systems in famine at all. And I was like, well, how can I get this? So the fact that they say that logging is, he said it's not encouraged. It's like, right, well, make stuff actually obtainable then. If you want me to not log and relog to get the stuff that I need, then make the stuff that I need actually obtainable. Make it a goal that's achievable, because otherwise I can't do any of my upgrades, and therefore my game ends up becoming stagnant, and I don't really want to play it. Because that's the main reason why I stopped playing the first time, because your engineering wasn't the way it was now, and gathering the materials wasn't the way that it is now either. You really had to grind for it, and you didn't get 3 every time you picked up an item either. You got 1, and it was like, fucking hell, grind and grind and grind. Whereas now they've sort of made it a lot better. But I'll be making my way through them anyway, as I said to you. I'm doing the stones first, the raw first, because they're the furthest ones away. The only one I won't be able to get is selenium, because that's not as easily farmed, but the whole point of this mission is to get 150 of each one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and trade the 6. It seems like there's a lot of room to improve. Yeah, I agree. It can be done differently, and I'm sure it will be done differently as time goes on. I see, I've got 300 of that. And that's something I've never actually found. It's just something that I've picked up along the way. But yeah, sorry, I keep losing track. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing all the rocks first, and I say there's 6 different rocks that the raw materials. I keep calling them rocks because they're like stone, aren't they usually, but crystal. There's 6 of them that you can farm out here. Well, 4 you can farm out here and 2 at another place. So I'll be farming as much as I can of each one, and then what I'll be doing from there is I'll trade some for selenium from each one. So I'm going to try and downgrade so that I've got at least 60-70 of each tier, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hopefully I'll still have about 15 to 20 left above 100, and then I'll trade them for the selenium. And if I do that, if I can get a couple, we get like 10, 15 per each tier. That's 6 times 15 in it, or 6 times 10 at least. So it's 60 to 90 pieces of selenium, and then I'll trade that down so I've got enough in them 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. So I don't anticipate needing 90 selenium, but it's just nice to have a stockpile of everything, because there's been so many times where I've gone to someone and I thought, oh well, I can't actually do that right now. I'll have to come back. So that's why I'm spending this next week or so getting all the materials, because I've made a deal with my dad. Me and my dad have got a bet on. We're going to have a duel, which is almost fair. I came up with the idea of we should both pick a medium-sized ship, because we both went from small to large basically, but we've never really done like a full-on 100% engineered combat build. So I was like, right, do you want to have a little bit of a bet? Because you know what it's like, father challenging son, son challenging father. I'm better than you. No, I know better. I've played this game longer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but I'm younger and I'm quicker, whatever. I've got a better understanding. You're old, you don't get it anymore. All that crap. So just a little friendly bit of competition, because I get on really well with my dad. So like being able to play on a computer with my dad and him actually understand the game it's amazing. I do love it. And also I've got quite a considerably younger brother who's getting to the age where he's now coming off Fortnite, hopefully soon, and he'll be wanting to play. Like, we've noticed that he's looking over my dad's shoulder a lot more, and he's like paying a bit more attention. So hopefully soon he'll start wanting to play this game himself. But yeah, so like I say, we've got a bet going on. So we had to pick a ship without telling the other person what we were going to pick. Now, we both knew what the other one was going to pick. Really, we both guessed it bang on. So I ended up going for the Mamba because I thought, you know what, I like it, and I don't want to go for the Fer-de-Lance like everyone else does, and just, you know, it's the go-to medium ship, isn't it? So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'll let him do that. He went with the Fer-de-Lance, and I've gone with the Mamba. Now the idea was, I don't know if you guys have ever watched the program Forged in Fire, or the program Scrap Heap Challenge. It's an old British program. It's on Sundays, and it is exactly what it says. It was 2 teams of, like, you know, part-time engineers or whatever, and they'd have 12 hours to create something that was whatever the topic of the day was. So, for example, like a boat or a submarine, or right. So yeah, so you know the theory behind it. So it's a great program, weren't it? I absolutely loved it as a child. I used to watch it every Sunday. It was always on about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. So I said to my dad, right, we'll have a scrap heap challenge with ships. We'll both buy a ship, and then we'll have an allotted amount of time to build it. By a terrible US version, I hope you're not on about Forged in Fire, because I love Forged in Fire. It's awesome. But anyway, yeah, so I said to him, like, we'll have a week to build it. And anyway, my dad went and did his own bloody thing, didn't he? So he's already started crafting his ship. So I'm like, right, I'll start then. So before I start crafting my ship, I'm going to make sure I've got everything I need to upgrade it. And then I'm gonna look at the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put an FSD drive and FSD boost on it, and then the last thing that I'm gonna actually go and finish upgrading will be my hull reinforcement modules, because then I can jump out there, and then whilst I'm upgrading them, get a bigger ship to come, and then just get it taxied back. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's a nice little bit of competition, and the loser is gonna have to. We're basically gonna get. Winner's gonna get a T-shirt, and the loser's gonna get a T-shirt, and then obviously the loser has to buy the winner a crate of beer or something. So it's quite a fun little challenge that we've got going on. And then hopefully there's quite a few people that have started following, because I've only started streaming again in the last week or so, 2 weeks, in the last week and a half, I think. This is probably like my 5th or 6th stream back since stopping streaming, basically. And all the people that have sort of found out about it, like yourself, Mister, have all got excited about the fact that, oh, Scrap Heap Chat sounds like an awesome idea. So I'm thinking of having like if it goes well, and people, because a lot of people said they want to tune in and actually watch this dogfight between me and my father, because it's a nice little bit of combat. We've never really gone deep on the combat side of things, either of us. We've only ever done like just a normal PvE build. So I don't know whether or not to try and go for the whole PvP build, because it's something that I've never practiced with, and I don't know if I'll be any good with it yet. So I don't know whether to just, because I always go beams, so I don't know whether to go beams and multis, based on the fact that the Mamba suffers with heat problems. I'm thinking of having a thermal vent beam on it, and then some multi-cannons to do the corrosive and, you know, extra damage. But yeah, the people who've actually found that I've been watching the stream and have sort of, we've explained the principle to them, they're dead excited about watching it, and they're even wanting to sort of set up a tournament, a little bit of a, you know, a friendly sort of medium ship build tournament. I might even set up a wing fight as well, like you jump into a fighter ship and have a little bit of a scrapping fighter ships, because that way it doesn't matter who dies. It's just a bit of fun and a little bit of combat. Oh, I thought that one had broke off and got stuck. I couldn't collect it. Might try another front flip and back flip in a minute. Um, 19. Guess another 6. I was literally just about to say I've been driving so much better without this, since I've had this driving assist off, and then I crash into a rock. Yeah, well, loads better. I need to crack my wrist. You know when you feel that stiffness in your wrist and you need to crack it, and you just can't? It's bugging me. Sometimes these things are they just don't play ball, do they? You just really don't want to come off, do you? Sack it. Well, I'm happy to say that we're nearly done with this one. You know, when you do a 12-hour shift, you come home and you stay awake and you think, why did I say that I would go shopping with my friend over at Newcastle? I just want to go to bed. But she's driving, so at least I don't have to do that. Oh, didn't even know I got them. Right. Must need about 3 or 4 more now. Hop over this rock. Whoop. There's one there. Stop it. Oh, and there's a Krispy Kreme over there that you can see donuts being made. That's pretty cool. Maybe I have to get some of them. I don't mind going over to Newcastle because I like getting a Krispy Kreme and a burrito. And there's IKEA and a Costco. But she wants to go around Primark, which is every man's nightmare. Going in Primark with a woman. Because you know full well that you're just going to end up holding that fucking basket thing that looks like some fishing keep net. And you end up with like 100 items in there. And you know that she's only going to want actually 4 of them by the time she gets to the till. And you think, I'm just a fucking mule. They're driving so much clearer. Like I can turn in a full circle without losing control. It's fucking beautiful. It's one of them first world problems that you shouldn't be getting excited about it, but you do. Like you know you're old when you fucking get excited about getting a new Hoover and you're like, what's what's happened to my life. Oh, don't tell me they're all on the mountainside now. What are you grumbling at? Bitch? What? Do you love me? Do you? Thanks for that. Much appreciated, buddy. Whoa. What? No. I think I might got a bit stuck here. Not again. What the fuck? How the fuck have I just got stuck on that? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I just need that last one, come on!
Drive assist on.
I had to blow up a second SRV, I know you. Like, how have I even got stuck on that? I don't even...
Warning. Taking heat damage. Power plant capacity exceeded. Self-destruct in 20 seconds. Self-destruct in 10 seconds. Self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right guys, I'm going to pick up this last little bit and then I've got to go and get a shower. I'm supposed to be getting ready for 10. I completely forgot. It's nearly 10 o'clock now.
Penalty warning. Drive assist on.
Wee. Meow. Fuck is that? That part of my that's part of my old one. There's bits everywhere. Oh shit! There it is. Blowed up. Oh no! Don't get stuck again. Oh, we can't be having this. I have as well. Right. Stop it. The fuck? Why can't I just not get stuck for 2 fucking minutes? The fuck? Don't be clipping me getting stuck again. That's not Reverse 180. Yeah! You see that? That was fucking epic.
Drive assist off.
What are you doing? Stop it! No. How do? No, stop. For fuck's sake. Stop. Stop. Piece of shit. Stay there. Hi guys. Yeah, I am right though, aren't I? It's like a keep net in it from fishing. Like it folds up and it's got rings and rings and rings, and it's one nice little circle, and then you just go. You can fit a whole fucking shop in there. Right, guys, that is polonium collected, which I think only leaves ruthenium in this system. So I'll be back on tonight, UK time. So in about 12 hours, well, 10 hours, about 10 hours I'll be back on. I'll be doing the last planet, jumping out to the other system, or maybe I might suicide and repair and all that sort of stuff. Because as you can see, my ship's taking a good beating. But yeah, I'll be done with that hopefully tonight. I've got another 3 planets to go and farm, and it's starting to get. Ref Star Smasher, thanks for joining, buddy. I'm literally just about to get off though, unfortunately. So yeah, appreciate everyone jumping in and chatting and helping out, especially Titan. Really do appreciate you helping out with the driver assistant. I didn't even notice it was an option that you can turn on and off. But yeah, tonight I'll probably finish off the other 3 throughout the night. I'll probably stream again tonight and do that. And then Mr. Raw, if you do want to observe me getting some of the other stuff, I'm going to go through getting the manufactured grade 5 stuff. And the encoded grade 5 is Jameson's crash site. That's where I'll probably be going for that, and that's quite boring. That one is just scan and repeat. So I might try and find another way to find stuff that I can get that from as well. I might even try and just sit in open play outside Jameson Memorial, because I reckon you'll probably be able to get a fair amount of data mined. Nice one, yeah, I'll have a look there. But I think I'll probably try and do half an hour to an hour's wake scanning as well outside Jameson Memorial in open play. I suspect that would give me a lot of data mine wake exceptions and possibly a few of the others, which I can then trade sideways and then downwards and get some more materials. Ah, right, okay. I was advised of someone to go and try it outside Jameson's Memorial, but it'll probably, with it being a busy dock, there'll probably be loads of other wake signals there anyway to scan. I'll probably have a look for another. I'll probably have another look and see if I can find any of the farming ones as well, farming systems, because there's not been any farming around in the last couple of weeks. I did try it for a good couple of days in a row, and there was just nothing in the bubble. There was nothing at all famine wise. Even still, like there's no famine places to go, because they're like cargo supply things that you could go and jump at apparently, and there's just none available. So getting your data is going to be the hardest one, I would imagine, other than going to Jameson Memorial and stocking up on the 1 or 2 grade 4 and 5s that you get from that. Nice one, Race Star Smasher. I appreciate it. I'll try that then. I know it's an area that I can get them, so I saw it in a video saying go to open play. But if you've already tried that, yeah, HGEs. I'll be going for my manufactured grade stuff, grade 5 stuff. But the encoded, I don't know if I'll get that in them or not. But if you recommend it, then I'll give it a shot tonight. Oh well, probably not tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. I'd imagine I'll be getting on with them. I've still got 3 lots of rocks to pick up. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Cheers, Ray. Thank you very much, mate. It's much appreciated advice. Mr. Raw and Tyrulak and Titan, thanks for dropping by. Titan and Tyrulak, thanks for the follows. Rafe, Star Smasher, and Mr. Raw, feel free to follow us and hopefully drop in tonight when I'm on. And yeah, you can observe and keep me right, Rafe, if I'm doing anything wrong. And
Get in,
Mr. Raw, you can obviously observe and make sure that you don't make the same mistakes as me and collect your own materials as well. But yeah, I appreciate the follows, guys. It really does help, and I appreciate the company as well. So take care and have a good day, and I'll be on in about 10 hours. So yeah, I'm signing off now. I've got shopping to do. Well, carrying. I'll be carrying. I ain't shopping. I hate shopping. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Much appreciate it, and I'll chat to you tonight if I see you out. See you later.